Hey guys, it's Ashley with My Soul on Fire, and I am super excited today. I have another awesome Arteza product, and this is the 8-pack of Arteza metallic acrylic paints. So I'm really excited to kind of play around with these a little bit today. I've got an idea, and let's hope it works out. If not, I'm sure it'll be pretty no matter what. So let me get started by kind of showing you what comes in this package. All right, so let's start with this one. These are all 120 milliliters, so it's a pretty decent size container here. A tube, I guess I should say. This is the Pearl Space Gray. And we've got Pearl Deep Brown. This one's really pretty. I don't know how well you can see that, but it's a really pretty color. You can tell that there's some, and it even says mica on it. You can tell that there's some mica in this paint. Let's go to the bronze. It's a real pretty bronze. And the Pearl Marmalade. I love this one. It's kind of like a shiny burnt orange kind of color. It's real beautiful. There are two different colors of gold, and I'm going to show these at the same time so that you can really see the difference in the color. The Aztec gold and the regular gold. This one's much more of a light yellow gold, and this one's a little bit more of a mustardy color. And then we've got the Pearl White. These are all really pretty shimmery colors. And then we've also just got the silver. All right, so we are going to get started. Let me get these out of the way because I'm going to start with the first part. I'm actually using, I've got some other spinners going right now, so I'm actually using one of my homemade spinners today to do this because it is what I have right now. So, and then what I did is I just have, this is a hog. This is one of my hog tumblers, and I just spray painted it completely black. Okay, so I think I'm going to start off with some Pearl Space Gray. I think what I'm going to do in my base coat is I think I'm going to put a little bit of this Pearl Space Gray in there on top of this and kind of see how that ends up looking. So I just mixed up my epoxy. I'm just using art resin, and I'm going to put just a little bit in there. I probably put a little too much, I don't know. But you don't need too much in there. I'm just going to mix it in. The more you put in, the faster this is going to gunk up. So you really don't want that much. I just put in a little, like a dollop, and that may have been too much, but oh, look at that. That's looking real pretty. So now I'm just going to turn on my spinner. This one has like a weird delay. Every once in a while it stops for a second and then starts again, but it's been doing that since we made it, so it's just, it'll be fine. Okay, I'm going to pour this on. Okay. For a base coat, just a light base coat, nothing thick. It's a pretty light coat. I'm just trying to spread what I've got on there all around it now. And then put a little bit on the bottom here. But yeah, that's a pretty thin coat. I'm still missing some in some spots, so I'm just gonna let it kind of glide over. Oh yeah, that looks beautiful. I'll let it kind of glide over this a little bit and fill in all the spots. I'm just kind of watching it as it goes around to see if I've missed any spots, and then I'm gonna hit it with the heat gun to get those little air bubbles out of here. So I figured I would go ahead and show you. I let this kind of sit for a minute and rotate a couple times, and now I'm just taking it on medium. I don't know if you can see where it's just popping those little bubbles. You just want to make sure that those air bubbles are popped really well. Like I said, I've just got this on a medium heat on my Craftsman, which the medium is about 800. And I really probably don't even need it that hot, but my low is like a cool air, so. And just keep going around. You don't want it to get too hot, so if you feel like you're going around a bunch, give it a minute, let it rotate, cool down for a minute before you give it another hit. Okay, so this has spun now for, okay, so I have had this spinning now for about 15 minutes to kind of cool off and get going. I'm gonna move on now to the Pearl Deep Brown. I'm gonna put just a tiny bit. I've got little medicine cups full of just like a little bit. And I'm just gonna add, you don't want a lot because it thickens it. I'm just gonna add it to my resin. And look at how pretty that is. Look at that. Okay, so now I'm gonna start. I'm gonna take this color and I'm going to let that sit for a minute. I'm going to mix these other ones up. I've got a pearl white that I'm gonna try here. I'm gonna put a little, whoop, oh, that might be too much. I hope that that doesn't thicken too fast. Hopefully that's good. I don't know if you can see that, but I'm mixing that one up too. And I'm gonna try the bronze in another cup. I've got 4 of these, medicine cups full. And this is the bronze here that I'm mixing. You can see how pretty that is. And now, last but not least, I'm going to go with this Pearl Marmalade. I love this one. I think it's such a pretty, pretty color. It's like a, it's just so beautiful. Okay, I've got all of these mixed up now, and now I'm going to start moving along. I'm going to take this, and I'm just going to kind of do like a little swirl of some sort. I'm just kind of playing around. The idea at the beginning was to kind of do like a galaxy, and that may end up being what this looks like. I don't know. We're gonna see. The fun of it is that it might just be a, you know, a pretty cup with some swirling. I'm going to actually kind of go like that a little bit. And I'm just kind of, ooh. Kind of swirling these on here. Like so. All right, and I'm just going to kind of let this swirl a little bit. I kind of think that these are just like a really good paint for a pretty swirl, really. Keep going. bit. I wonder if I should put a little bit of gold in that. Ooh, that was a bigger scoop than I intended. I don't know, I'm kind of liking these colors. Okay. I think I'm kind of liking it for right now. I'm going to let this kind of rotate for a minute because I'm really liking where this is going so far. So we're just going to kind of let this rotate a little bit. Like I said, I'm not going to add any heat. I'm just going to kind of see what this does. And maybe I'll add heat. If I don't like it, I doubt I will though. I think I'm going to keep it, pretty close to how it is here and just kind of see how it swirls and moves around. I'm really liking it a lot. This would be a really good Halloween cup, actually. I can make this into a pretty cool fall, autumn, you know, sort of Halloween cup. So I'm really liking it. So I'm just going to let this kind of go and we'll see what this looks like when we're done and go from there. Hi guys, I'm back, and I guess it might be a little hard to see, but I'll leave some pictures as I always do at the end. I really like the way it came out. I really didn't swirl too much. I just kind of let it do its thing, and then I just put, again, my lighting isn't the best for this right here, but I put a decal that says Salem Broom Company on it. I was actually going to do something else, but I realized that it wasn't exactly YouTube appropriate. So I did Salem Broom Company, and it's super cute. It's hard to see in this light, but it is like an orange holographic sort of vinyl. I actually used my Arteza vinyl for this as well, and my Arteza transfer tape too. So I didn't feel the need to show you all that. I've shown you that before, and if you need to see that, you can see that in another episode. But now I'm just going to spin this with another coat, and we should be good. I might need a second coat, or I should say a third coat, because this is the first coat. But I might need 2 coats over top. It's just really going to depend on how it cures. All right, I'll show you the pictures right after this. Thanks guys, I really super appreciate everybody and all of your support. I know that this one was kind of a short video. I don't have a lot of time for videos right now. I've got my kids at home because of everything going on in the world, and I'm doing e-learning with 3 children and working full-time, so it really doesn't leave a whole lot of time for this. I really appreciate you guys bearing with me here and sticking with me. I hope to be getting some more videos done soon. I try to do them whenever I get a chance. Most of the time though, it's really late at night, and I just don't always have the time because I'm falling asleep. But again, thanks guys. Have a great night. Bye.